Hi, this is Tracy Rae. It's my 28 days of sharing, and I'm on day 13. I like 13. Anyway, yesterday I shared on how my honey and I are in an intentional relationship and how we're trying to keep things conscious and not at least both be asleep at any particular moment. Really, it's all about me and how I show up. It really doesn't matter how he shows up. It matters how I show up, and that's just a realization I'm coming to or remembering right now. But oh my goodness, last night I got triggered. It was like one of my primary wounds came up, and I got triggered, and it led to us sitting in the car for 2 hours and butting heads. But at the end of it, I didn't feel like there was a resolution at all that we had come to, and I just said I had to go to bed, and so I went inside and he went home. And then today we reconnected, and the space that we both had, I thought about how I could do things better. He thought about how he could do things better, and we met, and things were, there was connection and shared goal. So he actually got something out of that 2-hour headbutting session, and at one point I said, this is when I really need you to just hold space for me and, let this be my process and not dive in the water and drown with me, but hold space. And at that point, we were far enough into the defensive back and forth that it didn't make much difference. But he really thought about that last night and today. And I think it's really powerful. I mean, the trigger that I had, it could have been anybody, any guy that I was with, sitting with me at the moment or going through that with me. He was kind of just a placeholder for my personal drama. And I guess we have a choice to take that stuff personally or not. I don't know. We do have a choice, but sometimes that automatic reaction of defensiveness comes in. So he says that in the future he's going to not just try, but do, he said. But it's not up to what he does. It's up to what I do. But he says that, he is going to hold that space. And so then I clarified what would that look like for me. And that would look like recognizing that it's not about him. It's about me and my issue. And rather than getting defensive, he can just validate that I have emotions or that I have sensitivities and love me through it and ask me questions or, just be a solid rock during that time, so, of love. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm learning as I go, and I'm documenting it, so we'll see. I might say, scratch all that later, but that reminds me of a song that I wrote a couple of years ago. The last relationship that I was in was about a 4-year relationship, and it was also very growth filled. So I'm very grateful for that relationship. Where I started and where I ended were two vastly different places. But I wrote a song midway through that relationship. I couldn't even talk about my feelings at the beginning of the relationship with any boyfriend I was with. I was just so stuck in that way. And I learned in that relationship how to speak up. So I'm going to sing that song. It's called Relationship, 2 words. I didn't know love would be like this, not even a moon after our first kiss. I'm moving, we're grooving. Power struggle kicks right in, wonder why I'm even sailing in this relationship. And then grace comes falling down like rain, and this time it comes in the shape of an invitation to a couples week. Reconnection weekend. I think I started it too low, but we'll just go with it. And I'm learning to give voice to the thoughts that have been noisily spinning in my head. Even though I shake, I open up instead. This relationship was sinking, so we patched a couple holes. Then we added a rudder, gotta add a rudder, point this ship where we wanna go. On a high and feeling safe, being vulnerable for days. Then, without a warning, my wounds start bubbling up and pouring out. And you're the villain in this scene. Script says this is where I leave the relationship. And then grace comes falling down like rain, and this time it comes in the shape of an invitation to together write a relationship vision. And what I'm learning about you is that you're willing to talk things through and make the shifts to strengthen this relationship. This relationship was sinking, so we patched a couple holes. Then we added a rudder, gotta add a rudder, point this ship where we wanna go. In the morning we intend to sail toward our holy friend. We remember together, and every night we clear the air, resolve the conflicts that are there, though I don't know if I agree with that anymore. We remember together, and grace comes falling down like rain, and this time it comes in the shape of a living love, bring below what is above. And what I'm learning about me is this is helping me be free as I make the shifts to strengthen this relationship. This relationship was sinking, so we patched a couple holes. Then we added a rudder, gotta add a rudder, point this ship where we wanna, point this ship where we wanna, point this ship where we wanna go. Relationship. And for the rudder, I guess I would say for this relationship that I'm in right now, that the rudder is those two things of being who we are, being our true selves, waking up, and enjoying. That's the rudder. I'm getting God bumps. Good stuff. All right, blessed be, happy day.